Namaste. Myself JVN Jyoti Kumawat, Faculty of Education and Methodology. Today we will discuss the topic water conservation, which is related from the environmental science and for the program BSc B.Ed, BA B.Ed second semester. So let's we start our topic. As in water conservation, you can observe that it is a practice of using water efficiently to reduce unnecessary water usage. According to Fresh Water Watch, water conservation is important because fresh clean water is a limited resource as well as a costly one. As a homeowner, you are probably already well aware of the financial cost of inefficient water use. Conservation of this natural resource is critical for the environment and our wallets. Now, you know that water conservation is celebrated on 22nd of March. So, this water conservation includes all the policies, strategies, and activities to sustainably manage the natural resource of fresh water, to protect the hydrosphere, and to meet the current and future human demand. Population, household size, and growth and influence all affect how much water is used. Factors such as climate change have increased pressure on natural water resources, especially in manufacturing and agriculture irrigation. Many countries have already implemented policies aimed at water conservation with much success. Now we have some goals here for the water conservation. They are described as the goals of water conservation is in energy conservation and habitat conservation. For both purpose we require the process of water conservation. In next, why water conservation situation? For this dealing there some steps like today the earth is in the need of water conservation as the quantity of water is going down by day. Though we say that the earth is blue planet, and the reality is that only 3% of the total water available is fit for drinking. Out of 3%, also 2.997% is locked up in polar ice caps, and only 0.003% is there in form of surface and groundwater. So the rate is still declining, and the reason is in next slide, like water population. Because of water population we have the less consumption of the water. Now, and the effect of water population we can observe like this: drought, desertification, disease, conflicts of water. One by one we study this is a drought is an extended period when a region notes a efficiency in its water supply, whether surface or underground water. A drought can last for months or years, or may be declared after as few as 15 days. When annual rainfall is below normal and less than evaporation, drought conditions are created. Unlike flood, it is not a distinct event. It is often caused by the complex factor. In desertification, you can observe that it is the extreme deterioration of land in arid and dry subhumid areas due to loss of vegetation and soil moisture. It results chiefly from man-made activities and influenced by climate variations. And consequences of desertification are as follows: economic loss, worsening drought, lowering living standard, environmental refusers, like all. Now conflicts over water. Conflicts मतलब होता है यहाँ पे संघर्ष, वाटर के प्रति संघर्ष होना. You can observe in like as water conflict is a term described conflict between countries, state or groups over an area's to resources. Level of conflict like local level, which is occur between the villagers, street or houses. National level, which occurred in between the uh, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, and the example is your Kaveri River. International level, at international level you can observe as example Jordan River, which conflict between this Sudan, Egypt and Ethiopia. Now what would be the solution? There are some steps to be followed for the solution. Better irrigation practice conserve water in the agriculture sector essential since water is necessary for the growth of plants and crops. A depleting water table and rise in salinity due to overuse of chemical fertilizers and pesticides has made matters serious. Various methods of water harvesting and recharging have been and are being applied all over the world to tackle the problem. In areas where rainfall is low and water is scarce, the local people have used simple techniques that are suited to their region and reduce the demand for water. For crop irrigation, optimal water efficiencies means minimizing losses due to evaporation, runoff, or surface drainage. An evaporation pan can be used to determine how much water. So now the next step is what can we do to conserve water. Here are some steps to be followed in daily life so that we can conserve water. Use only as much water as you require. Close the taps well after the use. While brushing or other use, do not leave the tap running and open it only when you require. See that there are no leakage in, in your taps. Next step, use a washing machine that does not consume too much water. And do not leave the taps running while washing dishes and clothes. Next, install a small shower head to reduce the flow of the water. Water in which the vegetables and fruits have been washed used to water the flower and plants. At the end of the day, if you have water left in your water bottle, do not throw it away. Pour it over small plants. Reuse water as much as possible. Change in attitude and habits for water conservation. Now our government has done some important management for the water conservation. Here are some description as the close link between factors and water and the traditional relationship between agriculture and water need to be recognized and protected to ensure sustained productivity. National water management policies should take account of the impact of trade in water intensive goods on water availability and ecosystematic unity. For example, in water scarce regions, people should grow crops with low requirements or of high value compared to the water used. Option for improving the water balance by importing water intensive goods from water rich regions should be explored where appropriate and cost effective. The potential of rainwater harvesting for arguments, rural and urban water supply is increasingly becoming recognized. This alternative should be further explored and utilized. Now, what are the advantages of these? First, provide self-sufficiency to water supply, reduce the cost of pumping or groundwater, provides high quality water, soft and low in mineral, improve the quality groundwater through dilution when recharged, reduce soil erosion and flood in urban areas. The rooftop rainwater harvesting is less expensive and easy construct, operate and maintain in desert, RWH only relief in saline or coastal areas and island. Rainwater provides good quality water. So these are some advantages. Next, in the next class, we will discuss about the ways of conservation methods like rainwater harvesting. So I hope you are satisfied with my digital session, which is powered by the Jyoti Vidyapit Women's University. If you have any queries and doubt, then please mention in comment box. Thank you.